Last week, Juliet Akinwumi shared her beautiful story on how she had her twins through surrogacy. Today, we bring the other side of surrogacy, tagged My Babies, My Blessing, the story of surrogate mother Gift Solomon and her bundle of joy. Senior correspondent Ivy Kanu reports.
The date was 17th February 2022. The program was TVC's morning show, Your View. 30 minutes or thereabout into the program, a call came in.
Oh, is this Gift? This is Gift Solomon. Oh, thanks for joining us. I guess we couldn't.
I was already doing a story on surrogacy, so my curiosity set in. The more I listened to the caller, I knew there was more to the story.
You think it's fair to carry somebody else's?
I don't understand this question.
Wait,
don't ask it.
It's a sperm. No,
Then I made efforts to reach Gift Solomon, but our contact person kept changing the goalpost. After days of back and forth, they finally agreed. On the flight, so many thoughts went through my mind. What if they changed their minds? As I ruminate over this, we were already airborne. Landing in the strange land, I put a call through to my contact, and the line was not reachable. Panic took over me, and the words of my assignment editor, Asopwa James, flashed back. Ivy, how sure are you of this? I stood at the arrival, lost in thought, and after about 10 minutes, my phone rang, and behold, another strange number. It looked like the longest 10 minutes of my life. Who, please?
Have you arrived?
Yes.
Someone is on his way to pick you. What are you wearing?
It was a long ride, and we eventually arrived at the place and finally met my contact. Without wasting time, he took us to a room and slammed the door. My heart skipped a bit, my palms sweaty. I was uncomfortable and scared. Then the door handle moved, and our contact came in and asked that we followed him. And finally, the girl. We moved again to another location. I stole a glance at her. Beautiful, harmless-looking young girl. How did she get entangled in this? We were told she and her boys had been in hiding for months. At this point, I just wanted to get this concluded and leave as I was getting edgy.
I agreed to do this for my auntie. That was in 2018. When she brought up this story, I told her, okay, can I do it for you? She said yes. So I said on the condition that my mom is sick and my dad is sick and they need a surgery. So you will sponsor their surgery. Then you will fulfill your promise of already sending me to nursing school.
She said her auntie decided to get her a means of identification, but one look at it showed something wasn't right about the driver license.
So she went ahead to get me a fake driver's license that has her name, her information, but with my picture, so that I can register in the hospital there.
She spoke on how her eggs were harvested from her ovaries at a particular clinic in the Lekki area of Lagos, and the drama before the procedure.
The first day we went for the extraction, she wore the theater gown, like we were given a theater gown, and she wore one of the theater gown and lay on the bed and asked me to take her a picture of it to look like she was the one undergoing the process. They extracted 16 eggs. So on the process, she was like, 2 have died though. So at the end of the day, we have about 9 that was remaining. Although during the transfer, the husband wanted 5 to be transferred back, and she wanted 3. At 3, the doctor was like, please ma, if you want 3 to be transferred, come and lie down, I'll transfer it in your body. But for her, she can only carry 2. So the eggs are still remaining there. And I also want to voice out that they should no longer use eggs that belongs to me, because these eggs are still mine. So they should no longer use it to maybe go and put on another innocent person, because if they still do that and I have my way tomorrow, I'll still come and drag my children.
The doctor at this facility center questioned her auntie.
Then the man was like, is her parents aware of this whole thing? She said no, that we want to keep it a secret. The man said it's wrong for her to do a thing like this with me without informing my parents. When the doctor asked, have you applied a visa for her, like, she said no.
Dr. Kunle Ajayi is a respected IVF fertility specialist. He explains the process of egg retrieval.
So you use an ultrasound machine that has a probe called the transvaginal probe. On that probe, you're going to attach something called a needle guide. So it's that needle guide that helps you direct your needle to where those eggs are so that you don't injure the lady in the process. So you are using the ultrasound to see where you're going, and then you're using the needle to sort of suck out the eggs one by one. They are microscopic, you can't see them. But because we can see the follicles in which they are suspended, you just go into those follicles with your needle and suck out the fluid there. The fluid contains the eggs. So once we finish extracting the follicular fluid, we hand it over to the embryologist who has a microscope, and then she looks under the microscope for those eggs. Those eggs she keeps aside and she discards the fluid.
She claimed her auntie never treated her well throughout her pregnancy.
So after the extraction and the transfer, so after some weeks, months, when I started getting really sick and the whole madness started coming up, her attitude and everything, I told her, please, I need to tell my mom about this, because I'm like the only person in this, and you have a partner, you and your husband, you are together in this, and I'm the only person outside this. So she was like, that she don't need me to tell anybody, that telling my mom will spoil her plans. So I started sensing that, okay, I think everything is not okay with this whole arrangement. Then she mentioned another thing. She was like, she don't want a record of this anywhere, and that she wants this record to be completely wiped off and sealed forever.
She also claimed her auntie's husband reached out to her to state his displeasure at the way his wife was treating her.
And at some point, the husband sent me a message to tell me that the wife don't have any plan to take me to anywhere, that she will just abandon me in Nigeria, so that I should know that he's not part of this arrangement.
But what's the terms of agreement, and why is she in hiding with the twins?
The only thing I signed is, like, for people that have undergone surgery, they know there is always a consent to sign for surgery. So when the day they were going to extract my eggs, I signed that consent. So after my money got exhausted, I traveled back to the East at 20 weeks. So I stayed with my mom in the East all through that period till I put to bed around 32 weeks, because it's actually a preterm delivery, and I gave birth to the twins below 2 kg. I was even admitted in the hospital a month before delivery. So I was very, very sick, and all that while they never reached out to us.
Why go to the press with what could have been settled as a family affair, since her mom is her auntie's younger sister?
What have you done? So she started this whole social media saga. She and the husband, they wrote something actually and tagged us, I and my husband, wanted, like that we are kidnappers and we kidnapped their twins and we are requesting for a ransom. Never felt anything, and you said these children belongs to him. Like, I don't feel that connection. So that's the reason why I needed a paternity test, to actually be sure that this man is responsible, because there is no responsible father that will do a thing like this.
So what does she really want?
The only thing I want is she should find a way, she should move on. I can't release these children no matter what. So I don't want money. I don't. All I want is they should leave me and my family alone. Because if anything happens to me tomorrow, they are my prime suspects.
It appears an never-ending drama as we try to reach her auntie, who is already a mother of 5, lives in the United States with her family, and runs a school of nursing in Anambra, for her reaction via the phone number provided by her niece, the victim. As she's in hiding with her twins, the young girl is calling on the government and well-meaning individuals to come to her aid, as she says her life is in danger. Ivy Kano, TVC News, Lagos.